So I woke up this morning to ice all over my tent. The temperature really dropped and shoes are frozen as well. That's going to be fun to put them on in the morning. It's one of those days. At least it's sunny outside though. Good morning and welcome to day 37 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. My name is Prime and I'm walking 2,650 miles to raise money for Combat Stress, a charity that helps certain military veterans and focuses on their post-traumatic stress disorder. Last night I had a really comfortable sleep, however the temperature massively dropped and there was ice all over my tent. My shoes were frozen this morning, so not pleasant trying to get my feet in them. However, my Garmin body battery says I'm at 100%, so that should be good. We'll see what I can get done today when it comes to mileage. I am looking to push about 22 miles to a campsite ahead. There's not a lot of water, there's a few water caches. I think there's one about 7 miles, so I'm going to push for that and get replaned there. I'm hoping for a little bit better terrain. There is a lot of elevation, but there's also a lot of descent as well. It's a lot sunnier today, so it should warm me up. So let's roll out. So this morning I've got some really good trail walking through this forest. It's really nice. Imagine this is what it's going to be like getting into Oregon. Decent trails, walking through forests all the time. It's been good this morning. It's warmed up a little bit, still cool, which is good. It means I can just keep pushing the miles. Went down to one of the campgrounds that had pit toilets and used the facilities there. And there was 2 tents that looked like they were partially getting collapsed, but no sign of anyone. Looked like there had been trail magic there, so I missed out yesterday. But my campground was good. It's a good spot, right in the sun. Had my dinner outside my tent, got to do some video editing. It's a good spot. Just a shame I had to wake up in an ice box. We've had this kind of cold snap for well over a week now. It'd be really nice to get some of the heat back, but I think the weather's just preparing us for the Sierras. I'm glad to report my footwear have thawed out. That was not a lot of fun, trying to put my feet into frozen shoes and then try to walk in them. There was no movement, nothing in them. It was like walking in proper snow boots that have got no flexibility in them whatsoever. But totally thawed out now. Hopefully, since the weather's a lot better, they should dry out as well. And they haven't dried out by lunch. I'll get everything out and just get the insoles out, get the socks off and get them dry. Again, I had to put damp socks on again. They were alright. I kept them in my pocket of my puffy all night when I slept with them. So that meant they weren't absolutely freezing. They were still damp, but they weren't freezing. Still a bit chilly. There's still like an icy breeze coming in, but at least the sun's out to kind of keep you warm. Having it cool is nice because it means I can push more miles, but I don't want it like freezing when I'm trying to sit and have my lunch. You want that kind of Goldilocks effect in the middle where it's cool enough to walk but warm enough to sit and have your lunch. Train's been nice, a bit more sandy now, but not too bad. I know there is elevation coming at some point, but if I can make enough miles an hour, that'll help later on. amazing. That is a hell of a lot of water. And the chair. Oh, that is nice. Okay, I've replaned my water. I've got 2 litres. I'm going to push on to find a place for lunch. The next reliable water source is just over 9 miles away. There's another cache there, so I'll refill everything there and assess what I'm doing. But I think the way the terrain is, I can definitely get to my 22 mile point. The desert looks amazing. I'm really happy with the landscape and I get to see it as well. It's not all misty and cloudy. But it's time to get back to it. Let's roll out. It looks like there's only one set of fresh tracks on the trail right now. That could be Sailor, a lady I met a few days ago. She seems ultra light and she's moving pretty fast. When I camped a few days ago, she pushed on another 3 miles, so she's clearly ahead of me at some point. But this section again is pretty quiet. I've only seen 2 other hikers so far and that's it in the past few days. Maybe they're all at Kennedy Meadows waiting, who knows. Or there could be a huge bubble just behind me. But I'm not going to slow down to find out. So it's after 20 past 12 and really now I'm just looking for a shady spot. I've done almost 11 miles so far, so I'd like to push it a little bit further, see if I can get closer to the 1. But if I do find a really good shady spot, then I will be stopping. Not a lot of options out here. There are some little crops of rocks and stuff scattered about, so I'll see what I can find further up here. Looks like these Joshua trees are casting a pretty big shadow, so I think this is where I'm going to stop for lunch. So I'll let you have a look at my setup here. So at the moment I've got my tent out drying from the frost this morning. Solar panels over there charging one of my power banks, and I'm over here in the shade. Got my ramen noodles on, chair set up, all ready. There's literally no one else here, it's just me. Thank you Joshua trees for giving me shade during lunch. Now I need to get back on the trail. I've got just under 7 miles to get to the water, and then from there I'll be pushing on to my campsite. So to give you an idea of how crazy a route the PCT is, so we started way over here, quite high up, come all the way down, round. The other side of this mountain is the mountain that I was having lunch facing, then all the way round behind that valley, all the way round that, and then came round this side and is now heading up here. That's crazy. That is a long way just to get to where I am right now. So we arrived at the road where a water cache is supposed to be. Just having a wee check around. Don't see anything. Check up here where the posts are, see what I can see. So I'm afraid to say there's no water here. However, I managed to scrape together a litre, and that'll get me just over the 5 miles to where I was planning to camp. Apparently there's unlimited water there, there's a huge water cache, so I should be absolutely fine. But anyone coming behind, there's not a lot of water in this section, so camel up and carry as much as you need. This last 5 miles plus has been relentless. I am still probably about half a mile away from camp and the water cache. I'm knackered. At least I've got incredible views. That's made it worth it. But geez, all those inclines with sandy paths, and then the distance just didn't seem to go down. I'll be so glad when I get to camp. It's been a long, hard day. I have made it to mile 632. This is where the water cache is and campsites. A few people here. Just need to find a spot, but there's plenty of water. Right, I think I'm going to get set up somewhere around here. So I've got myself all set up, got my water replen, and I'm going to put my dinner on. It's starting to get chilly now, the sun's going down, so I shall go through my stats for today. Today was a good day until the last 5 miles. It was quite difficult, as I've already said, a lot of sand, that just slows you all down. But it was worth getting here, it's a good spot, and there's another couple of hikers here as well. So I did 23 miles today, so I'm quite happy with that. So my ascent is 3,533, and my descent was 4,341. So not too bad. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe, and above all else, help out combat stress. And I'll see you tomorrow for another day on the Pacific Crest Trail.